I bid you welcome to the beautiful Goth town that is Whitby, known for Captain Cook, the beach, fish and chips, and of course a personal friend of mine, Count Dracula. Whitby is also known for its many ghost stories. Here I am in St. Mary's graveyard. Graveyards, being graveyards, are known to be quite popular for paranormal activity. This graveyard is no exception. I'm now going to tell you the tale of the Phantom Coach. Because Whitby was once home to many sailors, there were times when death would come for them on dry land, and they would be buried here in the ground, as opposed to a traditional sailor's burial at sea. The loved ones of these lost souls reported that the graves would be visited on the third night of their burial by the Phantom Coach that was pulled by headless horses. The passengers on board were believed to be the skeletal remains of sailors who died at sea. Once a soul of their dead friend was aboard the Phantom Coach, the coach would apparently ride through the graveyard and off into the darkness towards the sea. Very spooky. Anyway, behind me is an iconic historical landmark, Grade 1 listed, the ruins of Whitby Abbey, founded in 657 AD. It is considered a magnificent example of Gothic architecture and has inspired many artists and writers over the years, one of them being Bram Stoker, the author of the 1897 novel Dracula. And yes, I will never not say it in that accent. In the story, a huge dog, later revealed to be Dracula, runs up the 199 steps leading to St. Mary's graveyard and then the Abbey, when the Count first arrives in England after being shipwrecked. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Gothic fiction, we're here to talk about ghosts. There are a few ghosts that frequent the Abbey, one of them a nun by the name of Constance de Beverley, who met a tragic and quite horrific end. She was madly in love with a handsome knight. Oh, how original. She was so smitten with him that she thought, dash my vows of celibacy, and she engaged in a bit of the old bed boogie. I can taste vomit in my mouth. Don't worry, it's not mine. When her naughty secret was revealed, she was bricked up alive inside the walls of the Abbey as penance. People have reported hearing her cries, begging to be freed from the walls where she met her demise. Very spooky and very sad. Anyway, just over there is Whitby Harbour West Lighthouse. For many years, lighthouses have been regarded as a spooky concept. Why? We can only wonder. Do their isolated locations contribute to their eerie vibes? Is it seeing the light in the darkness that triggers these thoughts of the supernatural? Is it the way they're portrayed in fiction? Or perhaps a scarier thought, is it their tragic history in the real world that makes lighthouses so scary? And that very question leads me to my next ghost story. It was a stormy night, of course, when the wind was roaring and the rain was pouring. Ooh, I like that. The lighthouse keeper noticed the light wasn't on and realised this could be very dangerous for those at sea. So he got to work. As he walked up the steps towards the light, his rain-soaked jacket dripped, making the steps very slippery when he was on his way back down. And slip he did. Down each step he fell, and by the time he reached the bottom, the poor heroic lighthouse keeper died, trying to help people. And to make this story even more unfortunate, as he fell from the top of the steps all the way to the bottom, he composed the EastEnders theme tune. Doo, 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 doo. I've never seen the show. People have witnessed the ghost of the brave lighthouse keeper walk up the pier towards the lighthouse at night. In the 1950s, a young girl told her mother that she saw a man lying on the floor in the lighthouse, clearly in pain and in need of help. When she showed her mother the spot where he had supposedly been lying, he was nowhere to be seen. Maybe she was the one lying. Bit of wordplay for you there. fancy walking this pier at night? You're mad. I mean, I'm here, but I'm not mad. Whitby is a beautiful seaside town. I truly recommend visiting. There are a few ghost tours here. I went on one this evening, hosted by the aptly named Dr. Crank. It was truly fantastic. I truly recommend if you're visiting Whitby. In the meantime, if you want to hear more spooky tales, not exclusive to Whitby, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Stay spooky!